Hi, and welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Tuesday, April 7th. I'm very glad that you chose to be with me on this day. It is the Tuesday of Holy Week, and all during Holy Week, we're looking at the readings from the Gospel of John for our guided meditations. Take a break, take a breath, invite you to stop in all of the business of the day and to pause and center ourselves in God who came to us in Jesus Christ. The story for today from John is one where a group of Greeks come to the disciples, and there's this phrase that sticks in my mind always: "Sir, we would see Jesus." It sends the disciples scrambling. One goes to the other, and eventually they go to Jesus. And Jesus, in John's way, as John's gospel tends to do, goes into a teaching about being lifted up and glorified, and those are references to the cross, and also about not seeking to save our lives, but to lose them for the sake of others, and then talking finally about taking advantage of the opportunities that we have by walking in the light. It all gets rather confusing, that the reading for today. It's John 12:20 to 36. I want to use the "Sir, we would see Jesus" part of that reading to guide our meditation. So I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house and a comfortable chair. If you're able, close the door and sit down and get comfortable and feel the chair supporting you. Take some deep breaths. Breathe in the breath of God. Breathe out all that would separate you from God. And breathe in the breath of God, and breathe out all that would separate you from God. So close your eyes and imagine that the peace of God is washing over you. Let it be like a warm shower. The water washes down over your head and your forehead and your face. As it does so, the muscles in your brow and your jaw and the rest of your face all relax. And the water washes down over your neck, and the warmth relaxes the muscles in your neck, and down your shoulders, down your arms, to your hands, and you open your hands. And all the tensions wash away as the water washes over you. And the water washes over your back, down your front, and all the tension you've been holding in your back and in your stomach, all the butterflies that have been so busy there, calm down. And the tension is released. Then it moves to your hips. The water washes over your hips and down your thighs and calves to your feet and your toes. And all of the tension that you've been holding in those places is released. You can feel yourself held in the presence of God. Then imagine that you are in a place where Jesus is teaching. You can pick the place. It could be modern, it could be ancient, it could be in nature, it could be indoors. What does it look like around you? Are there any smells? What do you hear? Who is there? There's some people around Jesus when you can find him in the crowd where he's teaching, who seem to be like gatekeepers, people who are managing who gets to see Jesus and who doesn't right now. They're, in general, warm and friendly and welcoming. They're just handling it in a way that allows one person at a time to go and talk with him when his teaching is over. So you approach them. One of them steps up to you, and those words from the Gospel of John come to your mind. Sir, we would see Jesus. And the person you speak to says, why, certainly. Just a minute. And then he brings you to Jesus. And you look into Jesus' eyes, and he looks into yours. And you hear his voice inviting you to talk. He listens intently, and you listen intently to his responses. I'm going to give you a moment or two for that conversation. Then it becomes clear that the time for your conversation with Jesus is coming to an end for now. And so the two of you say goodbye, knowing that you can come back to this conversation anytime. And so after you say goodbye, that image fades away and you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And you open your eyes. Well, let's take a break, take a breath for Tuesday of Holy Week. I'm Rick Boyer, pastor at Prospect Presbyterian Church, and I'm very glad that you've chosen to watch these daily videos. I hope they are bringing you some peace and centering in the midst of all of the things that continue to unfold all around us, that we can journey together through Holy Week. If you have thoughts or feedback for me, send it to rick@prospectchurch.org.